Hello, my wonderful students. Let me introduce you how to complete step by step our English guide. If you have your book at home, I appreciate doing the exercise directly on the pages of your books. Let's start. The first section is vocabulary part. Let's read indications. Exercise the vocabulary from Unit 3 and 4 according to your book. Add the antonym using words from the box. You will find this information on the word store 4B, page 9. Here we have the options. The first one is sweet. Sweet, you know apples or candies are sweet. Stale is not longer new or fresh as a result of being kept for too long. Raw, being in or nearly in the natural state. Ripe, advanced to the point of being in the best condition for use. Or mild, this is not strong. With these definitions, we have to write down the number one. What do you think is the antonym? Yes, antonym of the word bitter. Good job. The opposite is sweet. Okay, you have to complete the rest. Now, the letter B, instruction B, you have to complete the sentence with the correct adjective using the words from the box. The information is on page 61. Okay, if you see, the words are the same one, or are the same. But here we have a new one, which is fresh. So with this information, you have to complete these sentences. The number one says, I tried an Indian curry once. It was too for me. What do you think is the correct answer? Bitter, sweet, stale, raw, ripe, spicy, or fresh? Yes, class. The answer or the correct answer is spicy. Because it's spicy for he or she. Good job. Okay, you can continue completing the other sentences. Now we have the reading section. Okay. Here the instruction says that you have to listen and read the article and then choose the correct answer between A, B, C, or D. Let me introduce you a short part about this reading. Tristan Stewart is the author of Ways Uncovering the Global Food Scandal. In the article below, he describes an event he organized in London. He wanted to bring people's attention to the problem of food waste and show how we can help to feed the world and protect the environment. Okay, you have to read this article and then you have here your questions or sentences to copy or to write down or choose the specific answer between A, B, C, or D. Okay, in the instruction B says you have to find two situations and a solution per each problem using the information from the article above. Okay, you have to copy here situation one and each solution. Okay. Now, when you complete that information, I'm gonna use this rubric to check your work. Okay. So that is only for the teacher. Now, the listening part, you have to listen to 4 people talking about their diets. You have to choose from the list A and D, or D, what each speaker says about their diet. Use the letters only once. Let's complete the option number 1. Are you ready? Let's listen.
CD2, track 22. 1.
I'm interested in having a natural diet, and so for the last 2 years, I've only eaten raw food. I believe that when you cook fresh food, you lose the goodness and vitamins in the food. I eat raw vegetables, but of course I need protein. So I eat raw eggs. For dessert, I eat fruit. I feel healthy and I have lots of energy, but it's difficult to eat with the rest of my family, and that's a problem.
Okay, did you listen? What is the number one? Who is the speaker number one? Is based on fresh local produce? Changed when he or she was 13? Doesn't involve any cooking? Or used to include a lot of sweet things? Good job. Number one, it's letter C. Good job. Okay, you can continue listening the audio and complete the rest. Now, instruction B says, complete the recite with words in the box, then put the instructions in the correct 1 to 6. Finally, listen and check. The information is on page 67. Okay, our options are boil, chop, mix, pour, put, or slice. Let's listen the audio to check which one is the correct answer.
CD2, track 28. 1. Slice the stale bread and put butter on it.
Okay, you listen. Slice the stale bread and put butter on it. So, class, your first correct answer is slice, but here we also have other example, which is boil. So we have used boil. And then you have to write down the number according to the audio. The number one was the word slice. So it's for that you can see here the number one, okay? Now, in the grammar part, do you remember this guy? Yes, he is also our helper during the class. You have to watch that video for more information. Let's talk about the main topic on the grammar part, which is future continuous and future perfect. I want you to understand the main difference between those topics, okay? Remember that future continuous, we use it to talk about actions that will be in progress at a particular time in the future. And the future perfect, we use it to talk about actions or situations that will be complete before a particular time in the future. Okay. If you see, there is the particular time in the future here, we use it with the future continuous and also with the future perfect. So what is the main difference between these topics? I know you notice that we use it, the future continuous, to talk about actions that will be in progress, and the future perfect actions or situations that will be complete before a particular time. Now, let me introduce you or explain you the affirmative form for those topics. First of all, we always write down. Do you remember what? Yes, the pronoun. Here we have the examples, and then we write down the auxiliary verb, which is will. We can also write down the contraction. For example, I'll, you'll, or the long form, I will, you will, he will, etc. Okay? Plus the verb be. So it has to be I will be, you will be, or I'll be. Okay, then we have to write down the main verb, but if you notice it's continuous. So in the continuous form, we always write down the verb with ing at the end of the verb. So the sentence says, she will be working at 10 a.m. Okay, here we have. This action will be in progress at a particular time in the future. The negative form, remember, what is the first step? Yes, is the pronoun. Okay, we have the examples here. The second step is to write down the negative form of will. So it is will not is the long form, or the contraction won't. For example, you won't or we will not. Okay? Then we continue writing down the verb be. So I will not be, or the short form, I won't be. And also, we are talking about the continuous time. We have to write down the verb with ing at the end of the verb, for example. And then we write down the complement, okay? Don't forget the complement. For example, they will not be working at 10 a.m. Okay? And then here we have the yes, no question. Do you remember that the first step is gonna be the second step? Do you remember that you have to cross out your those steps, okay? So we begin with the auxiliary verb will and then the pronoun, okay? Do you remember? The affirmative form versus the pronoun, and then is the auxiliary verb. In this case, we change, okay? Then remember to write down the verb be and the verb that you are gonna use in the sentence with the ing and the. For example, will I be working at 10 a.m.? And also we have the short answers. Yes, I will, affirmative form. No, I won't. Okay. Future perfect. In this grammar structure, you will find affirmative. Do you remember? Yes, we begin with the pronouns. You know them. Plus will, plus have, plus the verb in past participle. If you see, we have the future perfect. Remember, the future perfect, we always have to write down the auxiliary verb have and the verb, the main verb, with past participle form. So the sentence is, I will have finished lunch by 2 p.m. Negative form, the pronoun. Now the negative form for will, that is will not, or the contraction won't. Then we have to add have plus the verb and past participle. So the sentence is, he will not have finished lunch by 2 p.m. Or it won't have finished lunch by 2 p.m. Okay. Now we have the yes, no question that is very easy. We only change step 1 by step 2. Okay, so the first one is going to be the auxiliary verb will. Then we have to write down the pronouns, you know them, plus have, plus the verb in past participle. At the end of our books, we have a list with those verbs. So if you need help, you can check them. And then don't forget the complement. The sentence says, will he have finished lunch by 2 p.m.? And also we have the answers, affirmative with yes, negative with no. The structure is yes, pronoun, plus will. For example, yes, I will, yes, you will, or the negative form, no, he won't, no, she won't, etc. So class, don't forget to complete the exercise. Okay, let's complete this one, which says, can we meet at 1 p.m. on Saturday? The answer is sorry. I will be having, or I will have had lunch with my family. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? Yes, class, it's I will be having. So you can underline your correct option. But why is that the correct option? Because it's talking about an action that will be in progress at a particular time in the future. So what time is going to be this action? At 1 p.m. With that information, you can complete these sentences. Are very easy too. Okay, now let's complete this exercise. You have to, let's read the instructions, sorry. You have to write the information, then complete the sentences with future continuous or future perfect form of the verbs in parentheses. So with the verb in parentheses, we have to write down the correct option. Let's complete number 2. By the end of the month, he, space for your option, he is training as a waiter. So what do you think is the correct option? Yes, it's, sorry, will have the verb in past participle, finished. Good job, class. So with that information, you have to complete the rest. Or, but why? Yes. Why is that the correct option? Good job, class. Is that one because this will be complete before a particular time in the future. Remember, will be complete before, okay? So class, to complete our English guide, don't forget to let's see or to see how much you have learned. Click on the following link. I forgot to add it here, the link, but the link will appear you, okay? So God bless you, class. For me, it's always a pleasure to be in contact with you. See you soon.